Good morning, traders. So let's have a look at the Aussie this morning. And before we get in, I just want to get our weekly levels in place. And there are only really two that I'm worried about. And it's those two there. So, and the reason being is you can see this zone that we're in, there seems to be a lot of buying and selling happening. So let's get down to the daily and let's have a look at what's going on here. So first thing is that we did break through the channel, and I'm just going to change the lines on the channel for now. That'll do. So we've got touches there and we've got touches over here. So we pretty much have the wedge. Okay, I'm not a fan of the wedges over the longer time frames like this, because on the Aussie, you can flip a coin and pick up which way it's going to break. So what you're looking for is the shorter term time frame, for me anyway. So what's backing this up is the diversions we have here. So if you look at MACD, you can see how the MACD is moving to the downside while price is moving to the upside. So this is indicating that this is a wedge and that there's going to be a break. So if it was a 4-hour chart that you were playing, this would be seen as a break of the wedge. We closed below it and then rallied back up into it basically to test. Okay, now for me what has happened here is we have formed a range, and this range is pretty much a head and shoulders. Okay, you can see on the awesome oscillator we have head and shoulders, and here you have a left shoulder, a head, and now the right shoulder is busy forming. Okay, so the other thing that I suspect is going to happen here is that. So let's see, what am I going to be doing today? So firstly, we're in a range, so I don't anticipate us moving beyond this high here in actual fact. And the reason being is you can see how we've been moving up, creating higher highs. We're now creating lower highs and lower lows. Okay, so I suspect we're going to move more to the downside. So what I'm looking for is the following. There is a Brooks gap here, which we haven't tagged yet. And when we do this with these tails like this, you can see that the bears are trying to push it down before the gap because they'll get more momentum to the downside, but the bulls are trying to tag that gap. So I suspect we're gonna hit this area and maybe a little bit more, but there is so much happening here. So now if I come onto the inside of this bar, you'll see this zone of resistance here. Okay, see all these tails here? That's all resistance, okay? So every tail tells a story. Every tail, there have been sellers for some reason. So we may not know what they are, but they're definitely there. So I suspect that we're going to get into this area, possibly even up to here, before continuing down. Okay, so I'll be waiting for it to get up to the top here, watching very carefully because it may only get to the Brooks gap here. And I think that may even be a worthwhile entry. It's a bit far, 300 points. So your stop is going to be above this tail here. So what you want is a decent risk to reward. So you want an entry somewhere here with a stop up there, and we move to the downside. So that's my play for the day. I have a feeling we're going to roll over and come and test the low of this range. If this level breaks here, we've got a couple of other tails here, but we've got a daily gap here, which will be a pretty big magnet. But we need to get through here, and we need to get through that level first. Okay, if we get through that level, then obviously that becomes your target. So for now, it'll be a retest of the lows. Anyway, guys, that's it for the day. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later.